he roasted my channel on his channel, and it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough to watch. I watched it through one time, and now let's try it again.
You know, sometimes people just ask to be roasted. Like literally, these people ask me to roast their channels, okay? The first sent me this message. Hi, Nick. It was great meeting you at VidSummit. I would love for you to take a look at my channel and please roast it like you mean it. Sincerely, Paul. P.S. Do you have any idea how hard it was for me not to start this email with, howdy, Nick?
This is when I realized that I had written his name, Nick. His name is Nate. And I panicked. I'm like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? What was I doing? So now I'm like, he's gonna tear me apart. And everyone that comments, which he gets hundreds and hundreds of comments, they're gonna roast me. They're gonna say,
this guy's so stupid, he doesn't deserve to have a YouTube channel.
I mean, I got a really panicky, sick kind of feeling when I realized the horrible mistake I had made. But let's see, maybe he didn't notice.
Paul called me Nick twice in his message. Therefore, from here on out in this video, I'm going to refer to him as Raul. Howdy everyone, Nate here, testing out a new look with the backdrop behind me. Let me know how you think. I thought I had to lighten it up here a little bit because it's roasting time.
Roasting time.
Roast. So here is Raul's channel, which seems to be all about previously owning a Sonic and videos for managers, etc. of people with restaurants.
Just to clarify, not that it matters, but I owned 38 Sonics with my partners, not a Sonic, but it's okay. It's, you know, not being defensive here.
The second person that approached me at the event is Mr. Rightway, and his channel is all about collecting video games in hauls and finding really cool finds at thrift stores. So while Raul's channel is an absolute disaster, Mr. Rightway's channel is doing things the right way. In fact,
so this is a great use of learning tools. So he didn't just do my video, he contrasted mine with another video. So it's gonna make the video more interesting. There's two storylines going along, and he can also compare and contrast, obviously, Mr. Right versus Mr. Screwed Up Everything. Oh well, good opportunity.
The primary issue facing Raul's channel is not that he doesn't have quality content or good edits. No, in fact, it's positioning. You see, the ideas for the videos on Raul's channel are not landing very well with the audience because they can't. I look at these videos and I see this one. Who is right, me or the customer? 76 views 2 weeks ago. Another one, restaurant.
Not one of my best videos. I mean, not one of my best performing videos.
Management tips from Barbie and Michael Phelps. Yes, really. You see, there's a critical flaw that I'm about to go over with these videos. First, I wanted to show you Mr. Rightway's videos. We've got videos like how many games are in the PS4 PlayStation Greatest Hits set, or GameStop had an amazing wonder of a midnight release. Combined with a thumbnail of 2 hot new games, it got a lot of views. You see, the issue here, Raul, you can take it from Nick here, and you watching this might be happening on your channel. The ideas on this channel are not landing as well as they could, even though the content, and I watched through several of these videos, even though the content is pretty good, the editing's pretty good, and by the end of the video I felt like, oh, that was a pretty informative video. The first issue is I don't know how Raul...
That was comforting. At least he did say that it was pretty good. You know, everything about it was pretty good, but obviously my positioning, and I know that's a challenge for me. So hopefully he's gonna help me to figure out how to position myself better. That's the hope.
Is positioned in this content. For example, is this content primarily about Raul and his experiences? Or is it more to answer questions of an audience from Raul's experience? Or is the overall goal of the channel to solve a single primary issue or provide support for a single primary goal that the audience has? That is not clear to me at all as I watch through the content on this channel and in the packaging of the videos, the titles and thumbnails. Now contrast that with the channel Mr. Rightway. When I look at Mr. Rightway's videos, these are very clearly about Mr. Rightway. He's experiencing the collecting and the gaming, and he's being the narrator, bringing his audience along for the experience. Let me show you an example.
All right, so we're here for the Mario Wonder and Spider-Man 2 launch on a Thursday. Comes out tomorrow. Well, it'll be out when you see this video. As you can see, people in GameStop.
They're ready to get this game. He's narrating it, he's excited about it, there's enthusiasm going on, and he's bringing people along for the journey. And contrast that with Raul's videos such as this. This video is restaurant management tips from Barbie and Michael Phelps. What?
There were a lot of predictions and a lot of smack talk between Team Barbie and Team Oppenheimer. But at the end of the weekend, when the sales were counted, Team Barbie was number one. Now, here's how important being number one is. Barbie did...
I'm not even going to comment on that. Do tell, Raul, do tell. How important is being number one?
Very important. Very freaking important.
The point here is, what is the purpose of that video? Where is Raul positioned in that video? I'm not sure, which is a big problem. Also, just as an aside, I was looking at another video on the channel. Where is it? This one, 5 reasons I would never buy a Chick-fil-A. It got 4.6 thousand views 1 year ago. Okay, that's decent. But then Raul, what did you do? You gave away the friggin' 5 reasons in the chapters on your video. Look at this. You cannot own the real estate. You can only have one. Operators. Income. You give it.
I didn't even know that was there. I didn't know that was a thing. So I'll have to learn how to fix that.
Give it away. Don't give it away in the chapters, man. All right, this is an opportune moment to pause and say, are there things going really well with Raul's channel? Yes, absolutely. Heck yes. A lot of things are going really well with the channel.
Yes.
But Raul asked me to, and I
Thank you.
quote, please roast it like you mean it. So I'm going to roast it like I mean it and focus on the things that need to be roasted. All right, back to the video. Second major issue with the positioning of this content is I am not sure.
And that is one of the biggest challenges with getting feedback. When we ask for feedback, if we shut a person down with a lot of excuses, they're not going to keep giving us the feedback we need. So I was very clear when we had lunch that day. I said, man, I want you, if you will watch my videos, if it works for your channel and you'll do it, I mean, roast it, do it hard. I want to learn something from this. As you're about to find out, he took me seriously on that. So thank you, Nate.
Who the audience is. In fact, it's got me wondering if it's restaurant franchise owners or restaurant franchise managers or employees at those franchises. Because to me, having watched several videos and also scrolling through the videos on the channel that are published with the titles and thumbnails present on the channel, I could not figure out who it was. And those audience types are extremely different audience types. A franchise owner is extremely different than an employee at a restaurant. You see, with many of the ideas on Raul's channel, they seem to be coming across as trying to entertain the masses, and that's good, but it really depends on the goal you have for your content. What do you want people to do as a result of your channel?
Definitely one of my biggest challenges is trying to make something that is entertaining, but I'm not really trying to have something that's for everybody. This is more for restaurant owners, restaurant managers, people that work in business, people that are interested in business, but definitely there's not a lot of uniformity to my content and there's not a lot of clarity to my thumbnails. So he definitely is onto something here. So I learned a lot from this, and it's gonna change the way I do things. I'll tell you at the end.
Now let's look at Mr. Rightway. When I look at these
Mr.
videos
Rightway.
and I watch through these videos, and now back to Raul's channel, who the heck is this restaurant management tips from Barbie and Michael Phelps video for? Managers? But what kind of manager is wondering how to manage their restaurant like Barbie? You see,
Super
the
smart
issue here
ones.
isn't that it's a clever idea. The issue is that it's not clear who wants that idea. The next big issue with Raul's channel in terms of positioning is
Personality.
Raul on camera has the personality of a half-gallon of vanilla ice cream, and not even the Tillamook French vanilla. No, I'm talking like the cheapo party size from Kroger.
That is harsh. What the heck, Nate? I mean, I met Nate one time. I met him and we ended up through different folks. We ended up having lunch together, sat right next to him. Such a gentleman, such a nice conversationalist, a little bit of an introvert, kind of quiet, sat there, smiled a lot. I never dreamed when I asked him to roast me like you mean it, that he would like roast me like he means it. And you know, joke's on him actually, because vanilla, it's the #1 selling ice cream in the world. Back to Nate.
And contrast that with Mr. Rightway, who has the personality of Deluxe Rocky Road, like the Ben & Jerry's Deluxe style. Am I allowed to make jokes like that on this channel? But really, one of the factors occurring on Raul's channel is he appears too stiff and professional. Let me play a bit more.
Because I'm about to show
That's
you
the world I
how
come
being the
from.
best doesn't just help a little bit, it helps a lot.
Does being the best help a lot, Raul? Does it?
What's up, everybody? Mr. Rightway here, and I got a special guest. I drove all the way to Buffalo to meet Mystic Ryan.
Mr. Rightway is looking around, being raw and real. You're doing great, man. So how do we go about fixing this positioning issue?
Yes.
The core source of this positioning issue that Raul is running into, and perhaps you watching this are also experiencing,
And this is why I reached out to a professional, like a top YouTube coach, and hopefully he's about to tell me something that I can actually use to make my YouTube channel better after all this friendly banter.
Comes from ideas. Raul, if you're watching this, where in the world are your video ideas coming from? Are you just thinking, that'd be an interesting idea? Or here's a funny story I did once where I was giving donuts to employees? Like, where is the idea coming from? What?
First of all, this is surreal. Like looking at this YouTube guy and like we're looking face to face and he's talking to me, but he's calling me Raul. But second of all, that is my problem. I'm just thinking this is a good idea. You know, just whatever idea hits me that weekend, that's the video I make the next week. So not the best way, obviously, to grow a YouTube channel, but I've got an idea. I think.
In the hoo-ha, what in the zim-zam zoodle is your process for choosing video ideas?
Not a good one.
This goes all the way back to the first issue I was showing you on this channel. When I go through these videos, particularly the packaging of the videos, look at this one. Why did 100% choose one donut over the other? Which is better? I have no freaking idea who that audience is based on that title and thumbnail. Is $15 a fair minimum wage? Combined with this greedy language and these signs in the background, I still don't know who this video is for. The fundamental concern I have here is that the ideas themselves aren't being positioned before they are produced. In fact, I happen to know a guy who just published a video on how to position your videos and know that they're good, well positioned before you even publish them. Because really, a big issue that a lot of people fall into here is asking questions that no one is wondering. Was an example audience member from Raul's audience wondering how to get better at management from the Barbie movie or from Michael Phelps? I don't think they were. It's not that it's not a clever idea, it's that it doesn't immediately make sense to the audience. I'm looking at you or Raul taking a good hard look at your channel and answering these questions. What is your position? Who are you along the journey for your audience? Are you the narrator? Are you the informer? Are you the expert? Who are you? And then who is your audience and why do they want you to fill that role for them? Because what you're going to do is put your videos in front of that audience and then stand back while they watch and then...
Okay, clever ending. Yes, Nate Black, you are a genius. Thank you very much. Check out Nate Black's videos if you want to learn how to grow a YouTube channel. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change my YouTube direction again, but this time I like what he says. Am I the guide? So that is what I feel like I am. I am going to guide you along as I will go to businesses, mostly restaurants, because that's what I have access to, and give you a behind the scenes tour of restaurants and how did they start their business? How are they running their business? What are the niches that they have? How do you make money in this business? How hard is it? And what are some tips and tricks that other people that own restaurants or want to get into business can use from your experience? That's what I enjoy seeing. That's what I enjoy watching. And that is something that I think I can bring to add value to you, the friends out there watching my videos. So if that sounds interesting to you, let me know. Where would you like me to go? What would you like to know from owners? Because I just love business and I love restaurants. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to find out about the food. Maybe I'll learn how to make the food, but mostly it's about the business. So thanks for tuning into this as my change. You're going to see a whole different couple of videos coming in the very near future. If you liked watching me get roasted, boop that like button, as Nate would say. So thanks for taking the time to watch me learn for myself. Hopefully you've had some value out of this and you're looking forward to the new videos that I'm going to start bringing out soon. So be sure and come back because I'll see you in the next video.